I'm here with Jeff Peters, 4-time Ironman.
An Ironman triathlon is a 3.8 kilometre swim, a 180 kilometre ride and a 42.2 kilometre run. The Australian Ironman Triathlon Championships is held at Port Macquarie on the central coast of New South Wales. The swim, at 3.8 kilometres, is the shortest of the three events. It's probably the most technical. I grew up as a swimmer and learned technique at a younger age, which is an advantage. If you're an adult trying to learn to swim, it can be a bit more challenging. In the Australian Ironman, something a little bit different. They have a weir wall about 3/4 of the way through the swim, so you have to climb out, over the wall, back in, swim again, turn around, come back, out of the water, over the wall and back in again. Key goal in the swim is to get out of the water in enough shape to be able to survive the rest of the day. The bike course at Port Macquarie is two 90k loops. Some scenic coastline and then some challenging hills. The bike, you really need to keep your focus on and keep your speed up, because if you drop off just a couple of seconds a kilometre, that can add up to about 30 minutes in the ride. Technical in the swim, in the bike, there's equipment factor, whereby you have to cope with, potentially have to cope with punctures or equipment failure. This year, on the bike course, they estimate there's between $10 and $12 million worth of bikes out there competing. The run, 42.2 kilometres, marathon. The marathon itself is a challenge, but not to mention after you've done your swim and your 180k ride. For most people, the run is where the real race begins. That's where you find out if you're getting fuel properly early in the day, if you push too hard on the bike, or maybe you haven't prepared yourself well. Port Macquarie has 4 10k loops, and for me, mentally that makes the run a lot easier, because you get to see your friends and your supporters up to 8 times in the run. The run really is a challenge. You can go from feeling great to rubbish in a matter of metres. Do you notice the crowd and supporters out on the course? Absolutely. It's not just the professionals at the start, the head of the field that gets support from the crowd. The crowd's fantastic. We encourage everyone, even if you're a pack age group like myself. And there's nothing like seeing your family, children wanting to give you a boost. What goes through your mind at the end? Well, to be honest, not a lot. As soon as you cross the finish line, there's just a feeling of relief, but there's also a feeling of exhilaration. Something you've trained so hard for and so long, it's over.